lost his game 5 set to DarkHero, so
I'm so sad.
Raptors like more like Dark Dylan. Rah!
Ah! All right, DarkHero getting what he deserves for eliminating the last Spacey as he eats like 16 needles from the side platform
Yeah,
in a row.
seriously.
You love to see it.
Ooh, spot dodge, dash back grab, see how much you can get off of it. It immediately led to a platform tech chase. I think Jflex expected him to fall down, but instead Marth gets huge amounts of damage here.
Ooh, clean to close that out with a
Yeah.
tipper F smash to catch the side platform.
Yeah, still hard to close it out. Nice down air attempt there. I like that he kind of went for it, kind of telling Sheik you can't just up B straight to the ledge, but Jflex had really good patience there. Ooh, he's kind of schmoving.
Yeah, making this look really clean. And ooh, very nice closeout as well to find the tipper F smash off the ledge dash. Okay.
That edge guard was so clean. He forward aired the double jump forward aired, or he like down tilted it. Hit Sheik off stage for trying to just protect the ledge. Steals the ledge, gets off the ledge, finds his tippers when he needed them. He's just getting a ton of damage here.
Yeah, oftentimes against Sheik, right, Marth has to play this sort of rinse and repeat edge guard. And it is supposed to be relatively guaranteed, but it's just tricky over and over. And so I was impressed that DarkHero was able to play that out. I mean, he ended up doing like 80% just off that extended edge guard. But he just didn't mess up anywhere through there and was able to close out the stock from that winning position.
Yep. So, yeah, sometimes it's just the simple stuff that like you really need to land, right? Like in tournament matches, it's like there's all the fancy stuff, and then the player who doesn't mess up the simple stuff is the one who ultimately gets the win. So right now, Jflex is looking really clean, getting his combo carrying him all the way to the right or left side of the stage. Oh, not quite able to turn it into a big edge guard, but still racking up tons of damage. And another scoop.
That down tilt as an anti-air, it's something that Captain Faceroll talks about a ton, especially in the Marth matchup, but just in general. And there you just got to see the range at which you can do it. He's like crouching so far down that like the nair from Marth doesn't even reach him. But meanwhile, the tip of his toe from the down tilt does hit. Really nice stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal. She's just a flat pancake who's scooping you up in the air, and you're like, hey, wait a second. Oh, and he just waits out the spot dodge. It looked so confident, but then he wasn't quite able to turn it into a hit. So,
yeah,
look at the center stage control right now.
Ooh, nice shield there by Jflex to find it just in time. Gets the grab off of it and forces a corner situation. Does hit DarkHero back towards center stage on the top platform, and DarkHero is able to escape. Really nice by him.
DarkHero. Oh, it's another clean edge guard. Finding the back here, scooping the very first part of the up B or the double jump. Either way, Sheik had no jump after the back air. It's kind of just scooped way off stage there. If Jflex can close this out, we definitely have a banger here as we have a last stock situation, 0% apiece.
All right, let's see what we got here. Good needles from Jflex again. He's been sort of doing that to DarkHero at the beginning of stocks throughout the game, just to sort of rack up that early percent. Yeah, and look again. I mean, he's gotten 15% just off needles. Oh, the jab goes the wrong way, and DarkHero is able to punish.
Ooh, and he sneaks his way under the needles this time. He's able to kind of find some hits, but with good CC action from Jflex, turns it back into his favor. See how much you can get off of this into one more tech chase. Good nair. If you go for the waveland grab there, you can't cover tech in place, and Jflex kind of had an inkling, sussed it out.
Oh, and DarkHero just runs to center stage off the ledge. Jflex not ready to cover that option, and he gets
conversion to tipper and it doesn't kill.
He goes to the side platform.
It's such a hard edge guard to close out with Sheik and make it back to the side platform there.
Oh, and he finds the fair, just the very tip of it once again. Jflex is spacing. Oh my god.
Finds the Marth killer in the end and has the wherewithal to just hold the ledge there. I feel like a lot of players would have jumped off a little preemptively and given Marth the ledge there. So having composure in an extremely close match, I feel like Marth had it there. It looked like the tipper forward smash was going to kill. Barely doesn't kill, and then Jflex makes it back. So, dang. Very close match for game one.
Yeah, absolutely. It felt to me like Jflex sort of had the advantage in sort of the true neutral situations, but once DarkHero was able to get even a slight positional advantage, he was able to use it so effectively to force those edge guards and to really make the most of those extended edge guards and get early percent kills on the Sheik by reading the recovery options. So I think we're in it for a banger of a set.
Yeah, very interesting to see Jflex be the one to pick the stage.
No, Jflex won. Yeah.
it was indeed DarkHero's pick. I was gonna say, is he just that confident in his needle game, or no? That's just. Ooh, goes for the down air there. Almost gets the kill. Back airs him pretty far off stage here.
Oh, and here he gets pooped, and this is what we were talking about in the first game, right? Being so clean with those edge guards is actually really impressive because you're always at risk of this heavy reversal.
He just grabbed the hack stash. Marth, like, wavelined backwards back towards the ledge, but he just gets grabbed out of it. That's pretty brutal. As you know, you kind of expect to be pretty safe while doing that. And Jflex is just like, no, get back here.
Really nice stuff to close it out there by DarkHero. He goes for the back air far off stage. Jflex covers it with needles, but then puts himself in a pretty tough spot, and DarkHero is able to punish the landing lag of the up B with just an up air of his own.
These needles look so annoying. They don't like do that much, but you're just like constantly just like, ow. They're like little mosquito bites while you're fighting Sheik. You just have a few mosquitoes flying around you, just stinging you. It's like, that's not fair. She doesn't have any mosquitoes around her. Why?
Yeah, and I think it is actually putting a lot of pressure on DarkHero to try to be aggressive, right? He definitely doesn't feel comfortable being far away, and that's tough. Great tech chase
with
there.
His tipper forward smash, though. Yep, finding the tech chase with the tipper, getting a pretty early kill there. He's been doing this down smash too at the lower percent, getting quite a lot out of it. Man, these empty pivots, these new school players with their pivots and their loud music and the hair.
Yeah, and he, he's showing the empty pivot sometimes, but one of the big openings that he's getting in neutral is the dash back pivot down tilt, which is pretty technically, difficult to do. And to have it that consistent and keep catching Jflex trying to start an overshoot approach, Jflex expects him to go for the full dash back, and instead he's pivot down tilting in it. That's pretty tough to deal with.
Cool.
Okay, there he gets the hack
that time. Yep.
Yeah.
Or the blur dash, if you will.
I will not. Thank you.
I will not. I refuse.
I refuse. Ooh, I wonder if an up tilt there would have led to more and allowed him to reverse the situation to send him back off stage.
Or if he could have somehow gotten the forward smash to send him left if he got far enough. Regardless, though, he's still getting quite a lot here. This is not an easy edge guard to close out. Yup, has to forward smash. Sheik able to opposite attack across the entire stage.
Oh, the double spot dodge ends up working out for Jflex there. He avoids both of Marth's attack and finds an opportunity to dash away before DarkHero can get a punish.
Oh man, Jflex, this push and pull game, I feel like the needles are constantly saying, you gotta come in or I'm gonna needle you. And the moment you decide to come in, that's when Jflex strikes, and he's kind of perfectly manipulating the Marth right now with this projectile that is ends up being super impactful for how little damage it does. It really controls the flow of neutral. Very reminiscent of Falco lasers.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's especially impressive how much the needles are doing, because unlike Falco lasers, Sheik is actually in a good bit of lag after, right? So she can't get like a clean, advantaged opportunity there. These Omsa techs keeping Jflex alive forever. And then he finds the wave dash forward down tilt. Really, really clean.
Oh, he messes up the Sammy stall and dies to the double up air. The soft up air and the hard up air, a classic kill confirm at 224%. Know your percents, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you kill at 220%.
Just that, though. Don't try anything else. It won't kill.
Yeah. No, 220. You get him to 220, then you go for the soft up air, strong up air. That's the combo you're looking for. Unfortunately, Sheik has other kill confirms that work at other percents, and you only have the one. But, it happens.
All right, so Jflex claims his 2-0 lead here over DarkHero, but DarkHero keeping it close throughout. I think the one thing I really want to point out here is just how incredible Jflex's spacing has been. We've seen multiple times where he just barely avoids a DarkHero approach, or he's able to hit DarkHero with the very edge of one of his big hitboxes, like the down tilt or the fair. And because he has that much control of the spacing, you talked about sort of the push and pull, and I think that's a lot of how he's getting that is he's able to sort of understand where DarkHero wants to be. But that spacing just makes it so hard for DarkHero to play around. And I think it's a big part of why he's winning these games.
Yeah, because it's easy to shoot those needles and then just mess up the next part. You're like, haha, 2%, get forward air, down air, right? And then it's like, yeah, those needles really don't look like they're doing much. It's just 2%. But when paired with this spacing and this control that he has over the game, that's when it's kind of like creates sort of something pretty holistic. And so even though these needles right here, they do 2%, they kind of are the reason he finds something like this grab into this big punish here. That being said,
And-
DarkHero had a big first stock while we were talking.
Yeah. While we're talking about how great Jflex is, DarkHero just quietly takes a clean first stock and is already building up a bunch of extra credit here on the second.
Nice. Man, these empty pivot down tilt, man. It's like forbidden tech. Ooh, finds a
Clean
Ken
Ken combo.
Yeah.
I like to see from so one of the things that's interesting here is Jflex spending a little bit less time needling this game. He sort of stood still far away from the Marth a couple times here. Not something we've seen from him earlier in the set.
Yep. One thing I'd like to see is, so I think his needle game is really good and some of the best that we've seen from Sheik's in this matchup recently. But one thing that I've not seen very much is needle cancels. Something where you can like threaten the needle, but then actually just cancel it and then run forward and boost grab. And that threat not only allows you to constantly like fake needles, but it also lets you just charge up needle. Oh, unfortunate slide off air dodge. But yeah, if you can just like that, like I mean, I think he did it there because he's invincible. So if he keeps kind of doing that in neutral, that's like a very potent tool. Because like we said, it's not the 2% of the needle that's relevant, right? It's the fact that it kind of manipulates your opponent. The double forward air connects. Wow, that was quite a combo. That was like looked like a Falcon knee to knee, except the Sheik doesn't really get to run forward that fast.
Yeah, really clean close out there, bringing it to 2 stocks to 1, and all of a sudden, what looked like sort of a, checkmate position looks like maybe Jflex can find it, but maybe not. DarkHero.
Tipper forward smash. What a satisfying combo. The double tipper sounds is just like whoomp.
Womp,
Brutal.
womp, and then it's over.
Womp womp.
So yeah, good stuff to DarkHero there to sort of stabilize in that game 3. I do feel like Jflex wasn't showing us some of the stuff that was working earlier in the set. I couldn't identify anything in particular that DarkHero was doing that was neutering those options, right? The needles and neutral, which we were seeing a little bit less of, and some of the dash dance or wave dash play that we had seen earlier from Jflex. I felt like DarkHero got a lot more agency to move around than Jflex had been offering him in earlier games. So I'd like to see Jflex go back to a little bit more of that control.
Yep. Jflex was just satisfied with his 1 FD win, and he was like, get me out of here. We can go to Dreamland now, which is potentially equally polarizing stage the other way.
And one thing I do want to point out is, we talked a lot about how great Jflex's spacing was earlier in the set. And if you watch closely, Jflex is actually missing some moves just barely now. Like we saw the F tilt earlier this stock that just whiffed. And that I think is Dark Horse playing his spacing just a little bit better than he was earlier.
True. DarkHero, but yes.
Sorry, DarkHero.
He is kind of a dark horse as well, so kind of not that wrong, He seems to just be sneaking his way into top 8 over here, so.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh. Man,
DarkHero.
this movement is so jarring.
Yeah,
like...
the empty pivots look so like immediate and
yeah.
Okay.
He does the run up shield and he's able to find kind of this explosive forward movement to find the hit. Jflex takes the lead, which seems to be pretty important in this matchup. Playing from the lead kind of seems to give these players a lot of control.
Yeah, but again, Jflex, he's pushing forward a ton, and we're not really seeing the pool right now. He's not charging a lot of needles. He's not like playing the spacing game very much. He's just sort of going in over and over. I'm not sure why he's made that adjustment, but let's see.
Yep. Kind of establish his zone. He likes to kind of establish his zone and then kind of go in. So maybe DarkHero's just kind of gotten a read that he doesn't have to go in because Jflex will eventually push. And I have a feeling that in the first couple games, Jflex was still kind of doing this. It's just that DarkHero would bite a little bit sooner and try to like run in. Maybe just kind of found a little bit of his cadence, right? And he's like, well, if I wait through 1 or 2 beats, then Jflex will come in. So.
Oh my god, he ran all the way in.
Yeah, I mean, part of this, though, is Jflex is establishing his zone effectively before going in, which means that when he does go in, he has a pretty ambiguous mix-up. It's really hard to deal with a player who can approach on their terms, right? Like, he's like, I'm here, I can either attack right now or wait half a beat and then attack. And being ready for all attack timing is really tough.
Ooh, and here we see the run-up shield. That's a much more defensive option than we've seen from him throughout the rest of the set. It really changes the pace of the match a lot.
Yeah, and that might be a 150% thing where he's like, when I'm really high percent, I'm gonna kind of play a little more conservatively and force my opponent to really have to make a big commitment to close it out. So, oh yeah, again, just kind of finding these shields and really clean wave dash out of shields out of him too. So even though he doesn't find a grab there, I would be spooked. I'd be like, man, this guy's psycho, just running at me, shielding, running at me again.
Yeah, and I really like to see, like, some players, weaker players, I mean, will just do run up shield every time. But Jflex really does have a true mix-up of whether he's gonna like run all the way in and attack you, and even like overshoot to catch dash back, versus run up shield. So there's a real mix-up being played. It's not just an execution test.
Yep. Good. Ooh, and the tipper forward smash. I was gonna say good DI from Jflex for the slide off the down throw, but then he comes back up and gets raw tippered in neutral. DarkHero giving himself a chance here. Waits out the spot dodge. Gets the tech chase on the next down throw. Misses the down smash. Could have been huge. Instead, Jflex gets to turn this into his own combo, into his own edge guard. This might be an ability to close out and turn it into his own